10 reasons why intelligent people might have trouble with love. Many of us are familiar with the idea that intelligence can be an obstacle when it comes to romantic relationships. But why is that the case? Is it possible that intelligence itself can cause us to have difficulty finding and maintaining love? In this blog post, we'll look at the 10 potential reasons why intelligent people might have some trouble with love. We'll explore on how these various aspects of intelligence can make it difficult for intelligent people to connect and form meaningful relationships with others. By the end of this post, you should have a better understanding of why it can be so challenging for intelligent people to find the love that they deserve. 1. They're overthinkers. Intelligent people tend to be overthinkers, meaning that they spend a lot of time ruminating on decisions and consequences. They analyze every detail, break down situations, and look for a pattern in the data before making a move. This often means that they spend too much of time and energy thinking about things instead of just going with their instincts and jumping into actions. This can make it difficult for them to take risks in relationship. And as they are so busy overthinking about everything, it's very hard for them to make decisions quickly and confidently. It also leads to feelings of anxiety when it comes to taking chances in love, which can make them feel like they don't have the emotional resources to take the plunge. 2. They're independent. For the intelligent people out there, independence is a trait that can be both a blessing and a curse. They are used to relying on themselves and rely on their own intelligence to solve most of their problems that they face in their life. This independence can make them hesitant to commit to someone else as they are used to doing things on their own way. They may also fear being controlled or manipulated by someone else, which can make it difficult for them to find true love. Additionally, they may struggle with intimacy because they don't want to rely on anyone else too much. Their independence can make it difficult for them to open up and let someone else enter into their life. 3. They're used to being alone. For intelligent people, being alone is often a comfortable place. They're used to the quiet environment of solitude, where they can think and contemplate without the distraction of others. They feel secure in this setting, and it can be difficult for them to adjust to the dynamic of a relationship that requires compromise and communication. Intelligent people may find themselves putting up walls because they are so used to being independent and on their own. This can create a feeling of discomfort in relationships, as they struggle to let their guard down and open up. Without learning to overcome these barriers, an individual's relationship can become strained, which only increases the feelings of loneliness and insecurity. Additionally, intelligent individuals tend to make decisions based on their analysis and facts, which leads them to take an analytical approach to relationships. This means they will often strive for perfectionism when it comes to making sure that everything runs smoothly. However, perfectionism rarely leads to success when it comes to matters of the heart, as real-life romance isn't as easy as logical equations. Furthermore, another reason why highly intelligent individuals might have some trouble with love is that their expectations may be set up a little too high. They typically set standards for potential partner that are incredibly high, leaving no room for mistakes or flaws. The result of this can cause these individuals to end up feeling unfulfilled and dissatisfied with their romantic prospects, since no one can meet such a stringent criteria. 4. They prioritize goals in life before beauty. Intelligent people have a way of looking at the world differently. They tend to prioritize their life goals and ambitions over superficial matters such as physical beauty. For them, accomplishments, knowledge, and hard work are much more important than looks. Intelligent people are also aware that physical beauty is often fleeting, so that they focus on what really matters in life, which is why they often put their goals before beauty. Intelligent people understand that beauty can be deceiving, and that sometimes it's not worth to get caught up in physical appearances. They know that the beauty fades, and that the real success lies in what we do or our lives. Intelligent people don't waste their time focusing on how attractive someone else is. Instead, they try to invest their energy into making sure that their goals are being accomplished. Intelligent people also tend to look for partners who share similar values and ambitions. While physical beauty may be a factor for some, for intelligent people it's not the most important thing. Intelligent people value ambition and intelligence above all, and prefer to be with someone who can help them accomplish their goals and offer them intellectual stimulation. Overall, intelligent people prioritize their life goals and ambition over beauty and physical appearance. They understand that beauty is fleeting, but real success comes from our actions and our ambition. Intelligent people prefer to be with someone who shares similar goals and values rather than someone who is only attractive. 5. They have high standards. Intelligent people can often have high standards when it comes to finding love. They don't want to settle for someone who isn't up for their level of expectations. They want someone who challenges them and make them feel alive and stimulated. They want someone who will stimulate their minds, provide intellectual connections and conversations, and share the same passion as them. Unfortunately, these high standards can sometimes be too hard to meet, making it difficult for intelligent people to find someone compatible with them. They may become so focused on finding the perfect partner that they miss out on meaningful connections with others. Furthermore, they may end up in isolating themselves if they believe that no one is good enough for them. Additionally, they may expect their partners to understand everything they are saying without having to explain themselves or take the time to explain their thoughts or ideas thoroughly. This can leave their partners feeling frustrated and misunderstood. 6. They're sensitive. When it comes to love, intelligent people are more sensitive than most. They can pick up on cues and subtext that other people might not be able to detect. As a result, they tend to overanalyze situations and potential partners. This can make them wary of jumping into a relationship and feeling vulnerable. Additionally, they can get hurt easily if the relationship doesn't work out as expected. Intelligent people often take criticism or rejection too personally and take longer to recover from failed relationships. Therefore, they can be more cautious when entering into the new ones. 7. They're impatient. Intelligent people tend to have a lot of ideas and passions, and when they want something, they want it now. They don't like to wait for things to happen and prefer to take the matters into their own hands. This can be an issue when it comes to love because relationships don't always follow a linear path. Things may not happen as quickly as they would like, which can be very frustrating. They may not be willing to take the time to get to know someone or invest in relationships that takes time to develop. As a result, they may be more likely to give up on a potential partner before they have a chance to truly explore their possibilities. 8. They're always learning. Intelligent people are always learning and growing, which means that they're constantly challenging themselves and expanding their knowledge base. This type of person is not content to stay in one place for too long and is always seeking out on new experiences, which can make it difficult for them to find partners that is on the same page. Intelligent people are constantly looking for new answers and solutions to their life's problems, which can lead them to be more focused on their work than on forming relationships. They have an unquenchable thirst for knowledge and learning that can easily take over their lives, leaving little time or energy for love. 9. They're always questioning. Intelligent people are naturally inquisitive. They are constantly questioning the world around them and trying to come to a greater understanding of how it works. As such, when it comes to love, they often struggle because they want to understand why it works the way it does. They will never accept anything at the face value and will always be looking for a deeper meaning. They want to make sure that their relationship are based on real connection and not just surface level attraction. They question and analyze every aspect of their relationship, which can be exhausting for both partners involved. 10. They are complex. Intelligent people often think in a very different way than most. They are the type of people who can solve puzzles and find unique solutions to problems. This type of thought process is what makes them so intelligent, but also creates complexity. When it comes to relationships, intelligent people may find themselves overthinking or analyzing things too much. They may struggle to understand the emotions of their partner and to make the sense of their own feelings. They may have difficulty expressing their emotions and communicating their needs in a way that is understandable to their partner. The complexities of their inner thoughts may prevent them from forming a meaningful connection. Additionally, their individual curiosity can lead them down paths that might not always be conducive to having a successful relationship. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and thanks for watching.